Here is truly a miracle in the desert. A whole new outlet for the crowded millions in big cities. Here is where you can find the good life in the sun.
It's so like kind of eerie. This is the most random place ever. And we're going on safari now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another vlog. Today I am furiously getting ready because it is 20 till 10. My friend Ashley is getting dropped off here at 10 o'clock and we are gonna go out on a little day trip to Palm Springs and the Salton Sea area, which I've been to Palm Springs several times, but I've never been to the Salton Sea. So I'm super excited about this. We're going to go out and just do some shooting and just in general, like have a fun day and explore the area. So if you want to see this really kind of creepy, abandoned, like looks like it's a nuclear fallout but not area of California that used to be this like beautiful like wannabe Riviera resort town, then just keep on watching because we are gonna go experience it firsthand together. Make sure to subscribe if you're into fashion and travel content because I do a lot of fashion, affordable fashion here. Used to do a lot more travel before the pandemic, but exciting news, I got my first Moderna shot yesterday, so things are starting to look up. I think travel is going to be making a comeback this year. But I need to stop talking to you and get the rest of my shit ready so that when she's here, we can leave. I'm the one that's always late and I'm still trying to figure out what to wear. Having a moment of like, bring some snacks. I've got to get all of this down to my car. We're gonna go to the Salton Sea. I always used to think that Salvation Mountain was like maybe 30 minutes away from Palm Springs, and anytime I go to Palm Springs I'm like, oh, we can just pop over there, and it's actually not close. So it's a drive. Yeah, road trip. Bombay Beach, here we go. Okay, we are on the way. Road trip, girls day. Girls day. Wow, coffee is kicking in. There's still snow. So pretty. To get to Bombay Beach from Los Angeles, you have to pass through Palm Springs first. Stopping for Windmills shot is a must, but we will have to do that on the way back. Before you head to Bombay Beach area, definitely stop at this rest stop for a bathroom break and provisions. After this point, there will be little to nothing as far as both of those things go, so you will want to get some stuff. We made it to Bombay Beach. This is so like kind of eerie. The last resort. If we hadn't been in pandemic times, we would have stopped at the Ski Inn, which is the lowest bar in the country, apparently. Anthony Bourdain has been here. Bombay Beach is mostly deserted. You'll find a ton of homes that have just been abandoned and are now covered in graffiti like this one.
Can we go? Or just do it?
At 5th and Avenue E, you'll find a turn where you can access Bombay Beach and you can drive right onto it.
So crazy.
Look at this pirate ship.
Dude, that is insane. There's a mast of a ship over here. It's a ship mast.
I have to drive through a very murdery looking area to get here.
I'm still not sure if we're not gonna get murdered.
It's like the touristy area. I feel like we'll be okay. This is the most random place ever. Bombay Beach is a mix of deserted structures and newer art installations. Sometimes it's hard to tell which is which. Back in the 50s and 60s, they wanted to make this into a resort town, much like Palm Springs, but it didn't really quite work out because the water here just became uninhabitable for human beings. Looks like seashells are for dinner tonight at the Diva Station of the Sea. It says princess parking only, all others will be towed. This used to be like the pier maybe? Of some sort. Doesn't this look like like barnacles?
Yeah.
It's just kind of crazy, like we were just like talking about when we were driving here, how massive this lake is. Well, it's not a lake, it's a sea.
It's so insane.
Like it's
so much bigger than I can't even tell people. I can't explain it.
Like you can't even see to the other side of it from here. Like it doesn't smell too bad. I feel like a lot of stuff that I read and saw said that it smelled really bad here, like sulfur, but it's not bad.
Anything at all.
Sand is like this really weird texture because it's like supposed to be like a mix of like salt and like dead barnacles and stuff.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Yeah. Ugh. Don't wear sandals if you come here. It's not pleasant. There are definitely some fun photo ops here and really no rules. This rainbow swing is a really cute place to snap a pic. The closer you walk to the water, the stinkier it gets. We can smell it now. Photo opportunities? Would you sit in one of those chairs?
It looks soggy.
I think you're giving this place too much of the benefit of the doubt. It's definitely what it looks like. This place definitely has a bit of a creepy ghost town type of vibe. You can clearly tell that people got up and abandoned this area very quickly. Cool, it's just like a pirate ship somebody made out of all these boards from the ruins. I thought this pirate ship was really poignant. It was supposed to showcase the futility of man, especially in an area like this where people had all kinds of plans and they just went completely wrong so quickly. It seemed really fitting. We definitely spent a lot more time in Bombay Beach than we thought we would, but it's a really cool, interesting place to check out. Next, of course, we were on our way to Salvation Mountain. Of course, with the throwback jams. Another location, another outfit change. We finally made it to Salvation Mountain, a spot I've wanted to visit for so long. It really is kind of in the middle of absolutely nowhere. Definitely a lot smaller than I anticipated it being. The pictures make it look big.
It's still big, I guess, but I always wondered how the heck did this person do this entire mountain?
This is a literal man-made mountain created by artist Leonard Knight, and it is 28 years in the making. The mountain you see here today is made up of hay bales, painted cement, dirt, telephone poles, tires, car windows, and who knows what else, and is covered in 500,000 gallons of latex paint and a patchwork of colors that all depended on what color of paint was donated to them that given week. This is so crazy. It's like very like Holy Roller though, I feel like, you know what I mean? Like 70s type of vibe. In addition to the mountain, there are some cars that are also painted in the same style as the mountain on site.
So beautiful. It reminds me of like Dr. Seuss a little bit. Like I feel like I'm Dr. Seuss land.
Like a hippie,
yeah.
Holy Roller, Dr. Seuss.
Totally.
It kind of looks like, do you think this is supposed to be waves?
Yeah.
It's really cool. Like the stripes, I love that.
I know, the little zebra stripes.
The site is under constant restoration by volunteers. The desert climate definitely doesn't do this monstrous work of art any favors. The heat of the sun breaks down the paint, and when it rains, the water comes and creates cracks in the water pools inside the structure. So because of this, there's always work to do to keep this monument up for future generations. There are a couple little caverns and caves, but those were closed off at the time of our visit for safety reasons, as the roof had caved in during COVID on one of them. Hopefully they can restore these areas soon so people can enjoy them again. It just really amazes me the sheer amount of detail that went into Salvation Mountain. I mean, how incredible is this? So we're wearing these awesome but not soft cowboy boots.
We got in trouble.
Yeah, well, it's fine. You just have to stay on the dirt. If you want to be able to walk on this part, you have to make sure you're wearing like softer soled shoes, like sneakers.
Or sandals.
Or sandals.
Ironically. Your sandals would have been fine.
If you're visiting Salvation Mountain, make sure to drive down the road further to see Slab City and East Jesus. Slab City is a community of folks who live off the grid on a former military training base on a massive concrete slabs, which are all that are left of this military base. Slab City is an unincorporated, off-the-grid squatter community consisting largely of snowbirds. It is known for a lifestyle that contradicts ordinary civilized lifestyles. Since the 50s, Slab City has drawn a variety of people, such as anarchists, artists, drug addicts, eccentrics, outcasts, retirees, and the impoverished. This is like seriously some Mad Max stuff.
This is unreal, the amount of people that are out here. That's like very crazy. Do you think? Like, I didn't know this many people just lived out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
They've given themselves their own like addresses. They've made their own signs. Like this is the city.
And we're going on safari now.
East Jesus is just a bit more further down the road, and it's an experimental, sustainable, and habitable art installation located in the Slab City area. There is no religious connotation for the name East Jesus, it's just a colloquialism for a place in the middle of nowhere beyond the edge of serviceability. It's a variety of experimental art such as live events, performance art, music, photography, and most prominently, sculptures. Works are continually added and degrade quickly because of desert climate, despite the presence of many caretakers. It's got a major salvage punk vibe going on.
Wow, this is so cool. Yeah.
Wow, we are not in Kansas anymore.
No, it's like so shocking because everything is like, love your neighbor, don't be mean to people, be nice to people. So it's just like people who wanted people to be nice to them.
I feel like if Burning Man were like a permanent place,
This is it.
this is the place.
Yeah.
These are like, this is some interesting stuff out here. The road is really rough. There's a lot of people just like living out here like this, kind of off the grid. Like you said earlier, they like have their own, they like made their own street names.
Yeah, they made their own, well, they made this street name and then they've like written their own addresses on it. It really reminds me of Nomadland, but in a more like, they just are living off the grid.
We made it! We made it to our last location of the day in our spacesuits. Let's do this before the sun goes down. Do it again.
You really can't visit Palm Springs and not have a windmill photo op moment. This little field is off of Palm Drive, and it's the perfect place to pull off and get a really cool windmill shot.
Well, we made it to all of our locations we wanted to shoot out today. We had some really fun content. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. It's a really fun like day trip.
Yeah, it's so fun.
It's really dark, getting dark now, so we can't take any more photos. We got it on just in time. Make sure that you guys haven't subscribed yet. You subscribe to my channel. Go watch Ashley's video. Subscribe to her.